Doing out there? First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. Now, what we're doing today is we're doing some research for application tests underneath. As I told you before, painting a smaller screen with a 3-coat application of the 42 Black Professional is much easier to do. Painting a larger screen, on the other hand, basically leaves some issues. So this is why these tests are very important, so we can get an idea on how we can adjust this and how this is going to work. Keep in mind, the heightener we're going to add in here is going to be extremely bright, so we have to make sure we don't have any blotches from the paint cannon. Now, in this test, we have the first one we did with a smaller screen, 3-coat application. This one also too is a 3-coat application at a larger size. So as you can see, yeah, you're definitely going to have trial and error. So this is why it's important that only a 1-coat application needs only to apply. 3 applications on a larger scale, problems. 3 applications on a smaller scale, no problems. So what we're going to have to do is, yes, we're going to make the primer for this technology, so that way we can actually apply 1 surface, 1 coating, and be done. This comes from multiple applications of that particular formula. This is why we display all our tests to show you exactly our progress and how we are moving along. Now, can this be fixed? Oh yeah, definitely, easily. The problem is using multiple applications with a sprayer on a much larger scale is what causes this effect right here, the blotchy look right there. On a smaller scale, much easier to do, but we need to do some larger screen sizes, especially at 150 inches, and we need it to look like the one on this side right here. So tomorrow we're going to start the process of designing the primer and getting ready to make another. I make this stuff by the quarts. We need 5 gallons for testing. A gallon for testing, and to do the application again. So we're going to coat the previous surface. Actually, we can't coat the previous surface. It has to be on the official surface that we're shipping to you. So I have to order another surface for this one, recover that again, coat it with the primer, apply it with the formula, and be done. Because it's on top of that, it's much easier. It's less paint we have to use. And keep in mind, I still have to go in and I have to paint these screens at 100 inch, 120 inch, and 150 inch to see exactly how much paint we're going to use from the spray-on application for this particular product. The roll-on we already know, the spray-on we don't. Now some of y'all looking at this thinking, oh, that's a lot. Yeah, it is a lot of work, but guess what? It's fun. This is what I like to do. It is also to gives us knowledge on basically different ways on how we can design an advanced formula. When we take all formulas that we develop, first start off in this kind of base. They all do. See-through application, which is actually the pure form of the formula. We usually have to dumb it down just a little bit to thicken it, so basically and apply with the roller. But the pure form of it is basically the form it comes to a paint sprayer. The invisible versions are the pure form of the formula of the product. But you go through some issues when you're making this stuff. And keep in mind, a paint sprayer can become a bit of a, what can I say, what's the word for it? It can become a bit of a challenge for some people. On our end, it's not a challenge. Can you see we got the side nice and smooth on this side, but you remember you're painting this on a much larger scale, so you have to make sure that you're not going to have any problems. The customer's not going to have any problem. We need to be to paint this screen at 150 inches and have it look exactly like that surface right there. So that is going to be the surface we're going to base it off. I think the primer we're going to be developing is going to fix that problem with no problem whatsoever. And then on top of that, we're going to be using less paint to apply the second coating, which is something we do need because I do not want to be shipping this stuff out in massive gallons in order to be able to cover the spraying performance of the paint sprayer over the roller. Yeah, this is going to be fun. All right, let's see what we got going on. So first thing we do is to make sure we get a nice smooth, we do any kind of screens we develop, we put on white levels. White levels are going to show all the imperfections you're going to see it. And we do this in a fully lit environment because we need to see where all the flaws are coming up, what needs to be fixed, what needs to be corrected. Red screen. Now, you see the blotchy look here? See how it's nice and clean on this side? That's what we're going for. Now, this one, like I said, requires 3 applications. We don't want 3 applications. We need only 2. Primer, coating, done. That's what we want. We don't want 3 applications. I don't want 3 applications. So that application is not supposed to look like this. It's supposed to look like that. Blue screen. Now, some people who have no knowledge of screen paint whatsoever, we have to call them out. We're saying, oh, it's the way you use the sprayer. No, you have no knowledge of exactly how it even works. Some people don't even know how to do a fusion screen, and they're easy to do. Again, don't even try to comment. You trust me. How this stuff is designed, how it has to be applied, how it reacts. You can't even begin to comprehend on how it's all done. And I really couldn't explain it. So we have naysayers that have a bad habit of trying to put their 2 cents into everything, and these are people who have basic screen paint at the end of the day. Let's see. Let's go pick up a blue. So like I said, you see that blotchiness? We don't want that. We need this. Work, 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 work. Red screen. Yeah, we get it. Anytime, and the thing about it is, as I told you before, this is what you should be seeing when you watch demonstrations for screen paint products. You should be seeing all the test demonstration being done, but they don't show you this. This is something you should be seeing. Slow color change out. So, I think we're going to, let me see what I'm going to be working on the primer for this. Let's see. As a matter of fact, let me design the primer tonight. I didn't get the code for this one done. I want to get this thing finished up and done. So I'm going to design the primer tonight. I have enough ingredients in my shop to make it. I'll knock out the customer and do the respray on this. On top of that too, I want to make it darker, so that's something else too to change the things on it too. This one got shot. So I literally have enough what I need to make my own primer version. While you guys watch that, I'm going to make me some primer. Let's see. takes should be less than 32 to knock that out. Way less to knock an 88 out. 32 is still about 150 inch screen, so that's not a problem. Okay. Now also too, like I said, I made this using a quart of 32, but what we mix into it brings us up to 48. We can't tell you what we put into it. So it brings us up to 48, what we drop into it to make this stuff. So I used an entire container of 48 ounces to knock out 88 inches. That's not good. That is extremely, extremely bad. So that needs to be fixed. We need it where we're using less, way less, in order to get better coverage. The coverage we get from a container of 32, we do 150 inches. That's off a container of a roll-on versus a spray. So we're going to have to fix that where the coating for the spray is a one-coat application. I don't want my customers hitting that screen twice, only one time and one time only. That's it. And I once friend tell me that one of these days, Mr. Bird, you are going to kill yourself by your own work. It's the breathing and all. But it's that curiosity of always wanting to know. Just always wanting to know. You know, how, because in the back of my mind, I can't allow things to be what they are. I have to be able to see for myself. What am I designing? What am I doing? Those toys are everywhere, as always. So, the primer, I had what I need downstairs to construct what we wanted. Because I buy a lot of stuff at the end of the day, and I had more than enough downstairs to make whatever we want. And Lord always blesses and tells me how to do things. So, we have the solution. That's why we need it done. Put it off today. Let's start tomorrow. We can do today. Let's see. This is my surface that I use for basically painting my screens on. I'll jack things up. Here's what happens. Or you know that I don't want the customers putting on a multi-application surface. So, shorten it. This would be better. I have to know. Theory in my head, I'm pretty sure works, but I have to know. Stay out of trouble, you know you need to be at. Otherwise it's gonna work. Alright. Upstairs. Alright. This is what I brought a roller with me upstairs. Did you bring any of that upstairs with me? Oh, there I did. Jeebus Louise, what's going on with me sometimes? Come on. Maybe you like to be in trouble. I want you upstairs, but you gotta be somewhere. You're not gonna be doing that today. Go over to your window, watch whatever it is that you watch. So, this right here in this container, we only got half of 32 in here. That's all we need. It's the first base. I have enough downstairs to make whatever I want. I buy a lot of interesting things for testing because I never know what I may need and what I might not need. I need to know if what we got in that container is going to blend well with what we're going to be spraying on. That's what we need to know. How well is it going to apply? Keep this joker out of trouble, so he doesn't get in any trouble at all, but he likes to get in some trouble from time to time. We're going to hang and dry the screen. That way it's out of his path. I don't have to worry about him doing anything dumb. That's like dumb stuff. Especially top though. Look at him. Look, look at him. Hey! Yeah, you know he's supposed to be up on your sofa. There you go. Good boy. There you go. Good boy. Stay on your sofa and relax, okay? Good. Listen. Want to watch a little TV? Want some TV? Hold on. Put the projector on for you. Maybe you want to watch some fish or something. I don't know. What do you want to watch? Watch some fish here. Close my curtains this late. Don't be looking in the windows. Birds are gone. What you want to watch? Drop the fish. That's the beautiful thing about having ambient light projection technology. Don't worry about being stuck in the dark. Don't worry about the screen gonna wash out. Let's see what we're gonna watch. Let me see. I'm gonna watch some exotic. He's gonna watch it more than me. Exotic tropical birds, relaxing.
Humans have evolved from things. The reality of living with moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease means you.
Now see, that goes to show you that. You see my 127-inch screen on my 600 by 800 res projector? That goes to show you that this is our normal lighting. This is what we have running all the time. Usually if I'm in here with the lights out, but I can have my lights on, paint my screen. I can just sit back here and read me a comic book or paper, whatever I want, in my easy chair and watch my screen from there. Not be sitting in a dark environment claiming that that's how your environment looks 24/7 when we know darn well it doesn't. Oh, you like the birds? Okay. All right. One of you's watching. I'll leave them on. You like the birds. Curious doing that. What are you doing, Dad? What are you doing? You never paint in that area. Just for this one time. Just for this one time. That's all. Just for the one time. You're not going to turn this into your area. No. We got a basement for that. We got a basement top. right, that's it, we're done. Now you'll notice that when you get the product, that the primer will be black, but it's not going to be that dark. The spray on application is going to be darker than the primer. Much, much darker. So you'll notice the difference between the two. Now, even though it is going to be much darker, it's going to make it an easy transition because, again, if it was gunmetal, it'd be kind of different trying to paint a jet black surface to gunmetal because you're literally going to have to really coat that screen to get that gunmetal gray to disappear to transfer it over to black. Black comes in multiple shades. I had somebody tell me, no, black is black. Want to do a little experiment for me? Go over to Home Depot and Lowe's, walk over to the counter and say, hey, give me a gallon of black. They're going to look at you and say, what shade you want? Now, I just made this a few minutes ago downstairs. As you were watching the color pattern, I was downstairs making that. I buy, usually when I get my orders for whatever I need, I buy it all in bulk because I never know when I'm going to make something or need to make something or design something. So that is right there, a product you just watched. We didn't get a chance to watch it. But was made in about 10 minutes or something like that, around that time. Get the pan set up. I'll put the birds on for Taco. Taco can sit back there and watch his birds. That's what he's doing right now, watching his birds. So this is what you don't see in demonstrations, watching somebody paint the screen in and display one at the same time on a cheap projector in a fully lit environment. Look at him on his sofa watching his birds. Everybody's too busy in the dark trying to make their colors work. We don't require it. We're going to dry this while it's laying up here because we got to keep the temptation away from Taco. And the screen is going to get the remote control right here, which we need for that carrier. Most likely from me, it's probably in the kitchen or on the armrest somewhere. Let's see, let that be feeling. There we go. 4K tropical fish.
I also have concerns about the hygiene level of the pool.
It's so at Sierra.
Thank you.
Let's get moving.
Like I said before, I make this stuff so fast, so quick, that you can make it in 10 minutes. That fast. So this is going to be the primer we developed so we can make the spray-on application. This ain't nowhere near done. This is just the primer itself. That's all. The spray-on application is going to be much more advanced because it'll be darker, much richer, higher white level, and all that other good stuff. What am I first to reload? Am I stepping something trigger? Alright. That's having some issues. Let's see what's going on here. For some reason we get things going in and out. And in and out, we don't know why. Okay, should this fix it. We'll go 5, 6, 9 going batty on this. No, that's weird. Fire stick acting buggy. Let's see what's going on with it. Joy the fire sticks, man. I'll tell you. Joy the fire sticks. Work, they, don't. I don't know what's going on with this one. See, the power supply is having some issues. Ooh, man, that was not good. Nearly just moved my face in front of 5200 lumens. That is really bad. It's a lot of light. Let's see what's going on. Maybe I have to swap it up into the power supply. See what's going on with it. Did it get temperamental? What? What's wrong with this one now? I'll tell you one thing about the fire sticks, man. They don't last long. They don't. I'm lucky if I get a year out of these units. Look at this nonsense. I'm lucky if I get a year out of them. I don't see why other people are having problems with these fire sticks. You know what I mean? They have all sorts of issues going on with them. Look at this mess. Let's get a new power supply to it. Maybe that's the issue with it. Weird. 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 Don't even load. Weird. I want to find how many people have problems with these things loading up and actually working. It can't be the Wi-Fi. That's running off Wi-Fi right now. No voice command. There's some plugger. Let's put it back in. I'm gonna have to go. I found the hidden. There's a hidden menu in these units. You know what you're doing to go around and work with the firmware. Your firmware is buggy. You must spend $200-300 for a freaking Amazon TV. No, About some of these fire sticks, it's not even funny. So what the freak was that all about? Yeah, artificial intelligence, people, at its finest. And then we'll be hearing, I'll be here right now, I can hear it. Oh, can you just, no, we don't sell you the primer. It goes all at once. Yeah, it sounds a little. Oh, let me throw a fan up here too. We're so soaking wet. Where's the fans over here? Oh, that's peachy. Yeah, that's definitely. Where do you want to plug it in there? Oh, wait, you can plug anything out in here. It's dry on its own, whatever. Let me see. I'm watching you, buddy. I'm looking right at you. Yeah, I'm watching you. I'm watching you. Watching you, watching you. Maybe you messing with this, leave it alone. I want you to see your little paw print all over the floor, covered in paint. Grab that one. No. Thoughts that crossed your mind? No. No, I ain't bothered putting in a fan. Let it dry on its own. We're no rush. I was just seeing that a few minutes ago. You don't know where I got it from. I don't feel like bothering with a fan right now. Let it dry on its own. Let's see, speakers are running. Now I can honestly say, at the end of the day, our primer will level your stuff. Yeah, it will. 10 minutes. What, 10 minutes? 10, 15 minutes? New record? Ta-ta. Ta-ta. Turn this off. Now, usually when we make our products, we have 4 elements we dropped in. We only use 1 for this one. What do we need to drop everything else into it? It's not needed. Unless we want to make an actual physical paint, we're not. We need a base that has a gain capability. So when we coat the invisible onto it, you do know that that screen being invisible, light can transfer through it, which means it's going to bounce off this surface and come back. Yeah, that's the whole purpose of when we developed that surface right there. We made sure it had a very high gain attached to it. Whatever element we can't tell you we dropped into it to produce that higher gain, which means the formula when we apply it onto it is transparent, which means the light will actually transfer through the screen, hit that surface, which is designed with that special coating, and bring the image back even brighter. Ah, there you go. And by the way, that's what you call fusion. 2 screens working together to design one brighter screen. That's how it's done. It helps if the surface has a transfer capability. So this will be stage 1 of the primer, because again, there's something else I want to add into it to concentrate to make it even brighter on this side. So basically, we're going to heighten the white level through the roof, the heightener on this side. So basically, when the screen pushes through the second layer and makes contact with this and bounces back, it's going to be filtering at the same time. ricocheting off the screen and filtering back. Doing this for over 12 years. I've got knowledge and doing all this stuff. But that's insane! That's insane! That's not possible. It's possible. It is possible. And I'm not even going to put a fan on the screen. I'm really going to put it, don't it? That's crazy, folks. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Crazy. Term did you use? Ghosting? Please. I'll explain something to you, man. Well, no, it's not addressed him, because there's no point in addressing him. It's pointless. What is the point? You know, back any of your challenges up, you know. Again, like I said, if I wanted to, I can develop technology within minutes, and I can level y'all stuff with no problem. That fast, that quick. This is just a primer. 10 minutes. When y'all was watching the demonstration with the whole patterns, I was down there making the paint that fast. And I'm doing it with no fan, knock it out, done. That's why we're going to get threatened when people make statements like that. I can basically wipe my entire product line. Do you have any idea how many stacks of books, of how many ideas for making screen paints that I have inside my head? It's endless. I can outthink my entire product like 6 or 7 times and still come up with something new. All that knowledge comes from God. Everything. Everything comes from God. Everything. That's why I went down to California. We had to go down there and we had to do a transparent screen for this company. And the guy was like, you need a Bunsen burner or any of that stuff? I said, no, give me a cereal bowl and a plastic spoon. That's all I need. I bought all my ingredients down. They signed the NDAs, which means if anybody talked or chatted or whatever, we can sue them. They can sue us, the whole 9 yards. Went there and mixed it up. Like I was making cake batter. Poured it in the sprayer. So here you go. They were all sitting there. And one of the guys that was actually there in the room was a nuclear physics major. Rad. This guy was, his brain was way up there. This guy was amazingly intelligent. Very humble, very nice human being. Like I said, very nice person. But he just sat there and watched me mix up this ingredients in a cereal bowl. And they brought out their best screen. Their best invisible screen they had. Got a chance to see what they're working on over there. I blew this up clean out of the water. Not only did my screen blow this stuff out of the water, but I picked up at 190 degree Q&A. They could walk all the way around the screen and didn't realize as they were watching the demonstration, lights were on because they used to have their lights off. So the one guy in the back, I think he's from an Arabic country. I forget, but I heard he's very hard to please. And he comes out and he goes, "What's this? What's this? The lights are on or walking around the screen?" I said, "Oh, that's his stuff over there." Man walked over, shook my hand, got a contract before I came home to Philadelphia. They love that confidence level. Just go in there and mix it up, boom, 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 boom. Because I know what my Lord gave me in my head. He made it right there in front of them. And they were sitting there laughing about the stuff I was putting into it. I blew their stuff clean out of the water with no mercy. Gone. Just that fast. That's what I love about what my Lord blesses me to have. So imagine you certified companies at the end of the day that think you can go toe-to-toe with me. No, you can't. I can develop stuff in 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and take your stuff out. Bam! Bam, 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 bam. Gotta have that confidence level in your product. And that's the problem with these screen paints out here. They lack that. They lack it so badly. Ooh, adrenaline level is through the roof! That adrenaline level pushing through the roof. You don't make anything new. You don't make nothing new. Nothing new. Nothing new. Nothing new. I gotta work on my labels. Adrenaline. Yes. Now this right here, like I said, for us, this is nothing. This is nothing compared to the second coating we're going to apply onto this. And at that, I'm going to make it darker, heighten the white levels even higher, produce brighter colors. Now, to the other fellow who doesn't know how to explain things on his products, this is how this technology works. See the surface as it is? The surface is going to be brighter than this because we're going to produce an amazing heightener on there to make it much more brighter. The black coating basically can transfer light, which means when the light from the projector travels and hits the second coating, light will be able to travel through it, making contact with the screen on the opposite side, which is generated in a ton of ambient light, not ambient light, but a really high concentrated version of the heightener. Now, the reason why this can't produce hot spotting because the glass in the front, like a pair of sunglasses, it allows it to block all the glare and hot spotting. It's just concentrated light behind that screen. So when that light hits, it transfers through that contrast and hits that heightener and comes back with all that light. Boom. There you go, just like a TV. Your brains don't function on that level. I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful, but I see y'all demonstrations, y'all do not think on that level. This is called fusion. Two screens operating together to make one powerful screen. This is what you have to explain on camera. But they can't explain it because they don't understand what they make. And if you don't understand what you make, then how are you going to explain it? I was making this stuff a long time ago. That particular theory, we had that technology 4 years ago. It was called nanotechnology. There were these wallpaper screens that we displayed that were bendable. Used the same theory of technology. I have to stop doing that. When I tell someone to destroy someone's product, but it's the adrenaline rush. Like, do you even know what you're dealing with at the end of the day? Oh my goodness. But I gotta learn to humble, keep it humble, keep it humble, keep it humble, keep it humble. But my goodness, it's the gray screen paints. I don't care about them. It's the certified screens. Oh, they have no idea. Wait till the 67s come out. Wait till you see those nightmares with developing. It's gonna be a physical screen. I think when we put the other coating, because this one's going to be concentrated, so this is the stage one. We got to concentrate this one. We want this thing to be really, really super bright. I mean blinding bright, because it has to be as bright as possible when we add the second application. The second application is going to be darker. We're going to make it much, much darker. And some people are like, but you just told me how to do it. No, good luck with that one. Good luck with that one. Oh, wrong screen. That one. This one has tape at the bottom of the bird. It has tape at the bottom of it. Oh man, I'm gonna get to play my games today. I'm gonna go play I downloaded this game called Destroy the World on Steam. Oh, only costs $1. Freaking amazing. Just wreck everything. I love games like that. We can destroy everything in the game. It's fun. And then there's another game I got called Giant, which I haven't had a chance to play that yet. So I'm gonna get in here and get a chance to play a couple games. Oh, let me see. So right now this is stage one of our primer. This is going to be the first application. We want it to be easy for the customer. something they can roll on, be done, and then spray the other application on, and that's it. Quite frankly, I don't want to do a lot of applications. Let me get bouncing right now. Jones under the roof. I'm really hyped up. Really hyped up. Can't wait to get my storefronts. Can't wait. Man, my screen's all displayed on there. I'm gonna get big bay windows with the glass, black technology, gray technology, clear technology. Show up all different screens at all different levels. Have outside displays, everything. Cannot wait. That's why we show you all these test demonstrations, because this is stuff you need to see, especially when it comes to screen paints. You need to see all this. They don't want to show you the flaws. They don't want to show you where the imperfections are. They don't want to show you any of that. We like to show people our progress. Now the difference also too, in the spray-on application, the spray-on application is much more smoother than basically the roll-on version. But the roll-on version doesn't make a difference because that's going to be coated with the second. The second is designed to give it that smooth, light look to it, but also to that more darker contrast. And it's going to be able to maintain a very impressive white level because of the coating on the opposite side. Can you dig it? We can dig it. We can dig it. Where are you at? Why can't you remember looking close to this thing? Can you dig it? No. All right. This is stage 1 of the primer, 42. Now those who've been patiently waiting for your screens, you'll have your tracking numbers tonight. Tomorrow we'll be up in the morning because it's going to be a hot one, so we're up early in the morning. And we'll spray their 2 screens in. They'll be done. Postal workers coming down today. The screens will be shipped out. You're good to go. We'll be spraying them also. All right, people. We're done here. I'm gonna let this dry in and get it ready for tomorrow. Not tomorrow, it'll be 2 days for us to get the rest of the coating for that. We got theirs downstairs, but I need the rest of the coating for mine over here. So we can spray this application and get this done. But until then, I am going to be over here. And it'd be nice to get back downstairs in the max out zone. So right now for the basement, I ordered 2 air cleaners because I have to be down there. I don't need them, but I do need them because of the heat down there, the humidity sometimes. And I ordered me a portable air conditioner. So now I can have it nice and cool down the basement, be able to function, because I don't want this stuff in my living room. This is my setup. Don't want all this stuff in here like this. It's not supposed to look like this in here. That's what I got a whole entire basement for. To stick my stuff down there. My living room back the way it is. That's crazy. Your toy. You too. Tropical beaches, relaxing. Ah! Dangerous. You're right, Mercury. I must have stepped on you something a dozen times today. toys. Trip on the toys. What's done? They kind of want to both up there. Job's on the super.
is the freshly baked, flaky, buttered biscuit. When I took a bite, it's kind of like, you know, crispy, soft, crispy. Crispy outside, soft interior, crispy chicken. It was really good.
Back to normal. Okay. Order my lights for my floor again. Next time get the weatherproof. Put some cold water in your dish. Like cold water. Let's get our floor lit back up again. It's a little too dark in here because we have no lights on the floor because they got damaged when I was walking back and forth. But I just ordered me the weatherproof lights, which won't have any problem if I step on them, which I should have the first time. But that's how we learn. So they'll be here tomorrow so I can install those in because I'm used to have blue light on the floor. So there's my 150-inch screen on my $60 projector. This, on top of that, we haven't even started testing yet. This is the gamer version of the acoustic. It's not on the site yet because we haven't got around to testing yet. So we're going to coat the black screen, get that done. Tacos is already downstairs ready for testing. Before we start on the 4 others, we need to get this thing tested, get it done. We already know it's ultra short though compatible, so that's done. But we still have to do some tests on it with some other certified screens because I want to see how it stacks up. Other than that, you know, got my whopping 150-inch screen out of it. Alright people, I'm so happy. I got all that stuff out of here, back down and shut back upstairs. But I still my shelf here so I can get rid of this mess because I want a nice shelf unit here where I can actually have a place to put that at, nice and neat. And then I'm going to put my light panel walls here. So I got the fire running through. That's what I like about these projectors. 3600 lumens. And it has 2 HDMI ports. So I have one running for the gaming system, and the other one over here for my PC gaming, and the other one here for the for my Fire Stick. But this is what I watch, people. This is my favorite to watch. I'm a big fan of Wallace and Gromit.
I mean, what do you think? Let me try that.
Oh, guys, move over. Let me get in here. Yeah!
What do you think?
Showing the sheet. This is my shot. Watch every last episode in every language. That's my shot. All right, people. Well, I'm done. I'm gonna sit here and relax for the rest of the day. Me and Taco over here chilling. Taco 2.0. Taco 2.0 in the face 2.0. All right, we're out of here. Be safe. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Goodbye. Gotta go.